it should be economically feasible also and culturally acceptable also. So if all the things are there, then it can be termed as resource. So what are the different types of resources? Students, resources can be classified on the basis of origin, on the basis of exhaustibility, on the basis of ownership, and on the basis of the status of the development. These are the four major distribution of the resources. But apart from these, when we just say on the basis of origin, it is also having two types of resources. On the basis of exhaustibility also, resources can be classified on renewable and non-renewable resources. Then if we see resources on the basis of ownership, then we can have the resources on the basis of ownership. We can classify the resources on four parts: individual resources, community owned resources, national resources, and international resources. And finally, on the basis of the status of development, we can classify the resources on the basis of potential resources, developed resources, stocks, and reserves. So these are the subset of the classification of the resources on the basis of the status of development. Let's see one by one. On the basis of the origin, resources can be classified biotic and abiotic. What are the biotic resources? These are obtained from the biosphere and have life. For example, human beings, livestock. So these are obtained from the biosphere. So these can be called biotic resources. And if we just go with abiotic resources are those resources which are composed of non-living things basically. And for example, the rocks and the metals we use in our daily life, they are the examples of the abiotic resources. Then the second division of the resources on the basis of exhaustibility. As we go by the name, if the resources are exhausted after one use or they are still there, yes, we can see that renewable resources are those resources which can be renewed or replenished, and they are there after one use also, so we can use them again and again. So for example, solar energy, wind energy can be used by us again and again. These are the examples of renewable resources. If we see non-renewable resources, yes, as the name suggests, non-renewable resources are those resources which can be recycled and get exhausted after one use. When we use them, they got exhausted. For example, if, suppose if we have to go somewhere and we just need some fuel in our bike or car, and finally after going some kilometers, we see the car is having no fuel, then we have to fill the fuel. That fuel is an example of non-renewable resources because we have used that resource once and it has got exhausted. uh, Coal and petroleum are the examples basically. If we see on the basis of ownership, again resources can be classified on four bases: individual resources, community owned resources, national and international resources. First we will see individual resources. Basically, if we go by name, the resources belong to the individual or the private individual or the group of private individuals. For example, any particular building, any factory, any industries, these are the examples of the individual resources. But if we see community owned resources, these are accessible to all the members of the community. They do not belong to one particular person. For example, you can just go to the parks, burial grounds, where the whole community is allowed to go. So those resources are basically known as the community owned resources. Third category is national resources. Technically, all the resources belongs to the nation. Yes, so we cannot say this is private resource, this is government resource. Yes, definitely all these are the different categories, but technically all resources belong to the nation. And resources that are available within the geographical boundary of a nation are called basically the national resources. Here it is, means the resources that are found within the geographical boundaries of a nation. For example, minerals can be there. Any resource which is found in a, in the boundaries of a country is national resource. Now, international resource, students, definitely the resources regulated by the international institutions. For example, the oceanic resources beyond 200 nautical miles. Yes, towards, till 200 nautical miles, a country from its boundary, coastal boundaries, they can use the resources. We have some powers to use on resources which are found in the oceanic body, but beyond 200 nautical miles, if we want to take the, resources, if we want to use the resources which are found in that ocean, we need to take the permission of the international organizations. So these are international resources. Then finally, if we see the resources on the basis of the status of development, हमने इनको भी चार पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है स्टूडेंट्स. एंड the first part is potential resource. Yes, resources which are found in a region but have not been utilized. So we have the potential, the resource has the potential, but we are not able to use those resources properly. For example, if you go to Rajasthan, Gujarat, lots of area is empty, lots of area, there is nothing is found there, but wind energy is there. So we can use windmills there. The government should implant windmills, and we can generate electricity with the help of windmills. But yes, that resource is a potential resource, we are not able to utilize that resource properly. Then developed resource, yes, the resources are developed properly, and proper survey has been made, and we know the quantity and the quality of the resource, and we are using them in present. So developed resources are in use in the present because we have appropriate technology also, and the potential resources are not in, they are in use but not that much, so they have the potential to do better. Now the stocks and the reserves, minerals in the environment basically have the potential to satisfy our needs, human needs, but human beings do not have appropriate technology to use them. For example, if I say we know the fact that what is the chemical formula of water, H2O. So H2O, hydrogen plus oxygen, but when we try to just mix hydrogen and oxygen, we do not have the technology to mix the hydrogen and oxygen and to get water. So that is the resource for the future, because we are not able to use these resources in present. And reserves, they are the subset of the stocks and resources which can be put into use with the help of existing technology, but their use has not been started. इनका भी use अभी तक start नहीं हुआ है. तो these are the different resources. Few questions are given there. Mention any two renewable resources, non-renewable resources, sorry, which you are using in your daily life. Yes, you are using petroleum, you are using coal resources. Many examples are there. You can use any two. Importance of resources, yes, resources are really very important, because with the help of resources only we are able to do development activities. Without resources we will not be able to do sustainable development. Yes, and the concept of sustainable development is also very important, because resources are very limitedly available in our nature, so we must go with the concept of sustainable development. So without harming the nature, without polluting the nature, we have to do the development. What are the features that make anything a resource? Yes, the features that make anything a resource basically is the utility of that particular thing. If the thing is very much in use, if the utility is there, usability is there, that thing makes the thing particularly a resource. Resources, classify the resources that you use in your daily life on the basis of above mentioned classification. Yes, we have given you the different types of the resources. Just try to find out which resources you people are using and classify them in different categories, whether the resources are biotic or abiotic, renewable or non renewable, or the resources are individual or community owned resources, national or international resources. Just try to do all these things. So this is all from the chapter, so you can use this for your revision part, and all the best from my side. If you like the video, you can subscribe the channel and just comments. So see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.